them, we promise we will come back.
100%.
Most definitely.
We'll be back. We'll be back. So this is different, isn't
It
it?
is.
Yeah.
I like it. It's almost like round table.
Yeah.
We need that next time.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Round
We'll be back
table.
for more.
So let's welcome first of all Danielle back into the fold.
Hello. I've got to applaud myself
Yeah.
this time. You've given me the confidence to do that.
I love that.
So those of us Alchemist Co, you would know, Nature's Pharmacists, you would know, Ultra Healthers, you would know. You guys might not know.
That's it. No, but let's introduce them.
Yeah.
So guys,
Danielle.
this is Danielle.
Hi guys. Yeah. Hi guys. It's you guys who don't know me.
And where are you from, Danielle?
I'm from Nottingham.
As in what company are you from?
Let me just cool down.
We're all from Nottingham, which is good.
So I'm from here, Nottingham, but I'm with the Alchemist Co today, and I'm your master herbalist, helping you with all your natural healing remedies.
Amen.
Right up my street.
It is.
Right
Go on,
up my street. So am I introducing myself?
Who are you then?
I am Shy from the House of Shayaa. Hi everybody.
Hey.
Hi everybody. So I am from the House of Shayaa, and I am a master loctician and natural hair specialist, and also a manufacturer of hair and skincare and lock products.
Amazing.
So
What's the brand called?
So we're literally just changing branding, but if you already know me, the skincare is Awake by Shai Farasha, and the lock
Great name.
products are Foss Hair Care and the Trilogy. So there's a system for keeping the locks all hydrated and all of that.
Nice.
She's showing off the fabulous locks.
Exactly.
Right now, look.
Exactly.
Amazing.
I have to say that I've used, when we were in Cambodia a few years ago,
yes.
I used one of yours. What's it called? The
Citrus Punch. And you did a great photo shoot. We
I
need to get
did.
those photos. I did them on your phone.
Tangents, guys. We're
Sorry,
going to be like
sorry.
this. We're sorry. We are going to do tangents. But yeah, the citrus
Yeah.
are highly recommended. It smells divine.
You could eat it. I can't lie.
Yeah, you could.
It's so nice.
It might not go down too well, but it's all natural products, so actually
Exactly,
you could.
yeah.
You could.
That's it. Yeah, definitely.
So for those of you that don't know me, can't imagine that's the case, but my name's Carley Blair, and I am your partner in health. I'm based over here at the Healing Touch Academy. I am also business partners with this fabulous lady at the end, Danielle, and one of the co-directors of the Alchemist Co. I help you basically balance mind, body, soul, environment, relationships.
Yeah.
And we look at your health from a full spectrum, but from a functional spectrum. So we give practical tips, practical ideas that you can take control of your health and wellness.
I love it.
Perfect.
This is what I do. So ladies, why have we decided to do this craziness?
We've got so much to say.
Yeah. We want to say, let's talk.
I'm telling you, it all started with a mastermind, didn't
Ah.
it?
It did.
That's it.
Can I just plug this? I'm just going to plug this.
Go on.
We've got a mastermind group.
We have.
It's only for entrepreneurial women. And I'm going to say that. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry.
Not for everybody.
We often include everybody.
society.
And you know what? There are some conversations that men just don't need to be a party to. So I'm just saying. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you are in business, you have to be established. Okay, it's not a startup. If you are and you're interested in joining our mastermind group, let us know, because we are growing. But be careful, because once we get together, all sorts happen.
Yeah. There's no stopping.
Well, that's it.
All sorts happen.
Definitely.
So yeah, we've got lots of things to talk about. We do want to talk about our event, which we're hosting
26th of March, Sunday the 26th of March.
Sunday the 26th of March, and say thank you to so many of you that have actually bought tickets already. Thank you.
Excited.
Thank you
Seriously.
for that.
And we have a lot to tell you about that, because we haven't really told everybody
We've not
what's
told
going on,
anybody
have we?
anything.
Not really.
We haven't.
Do
We've
you
been
know
a bit
what? They
busy.
trust us enough to have bought tickets, even
Yeah.
though we haven't said
And we've
what
been-
is actually going on.
Exactly.
So true.
We've just said it's a practical day of wellness,
Yeah.
where it's actually so much more than that.
It is.
It is. I'm
So,
looking
yeah,
forward to it.
We're
Can't
gonna
wait.
be telling you a little bit more about that later on in the live. But what I want to do as part of our introductions, a bit of a conversation starter.
Yeah.
You guys know that I like to do what doctors don't tell you, article reviews.
Amazing as well, though.
There is just, you know what, I love this magazine. If you haven't read it before, if you haven't seen it before, What Doctors Don't Tell You. It's
What
well.
doctors
Yeah, over
don't
there
tell
as
you.
well, yeah.
What
doctors
It's a little
don't
bit
tell you.
provocative in terms of, you know, doctors keep all these secrets. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them do, but don't know they're doing it.
Mhm.
Forgive them, Father, for they know what they do. But it allows me to touch on subjects that can be a little bit without it being me, because it's in the magazine. So it's really good to kind of do a broad spectrum of it.
I think so too.
So I've got one here, which I think is right up all of our street, that I'm just going to kind of read a little bit of, and then we can discuss it. Yeah?
Sounds good.
Right. Okay. Excuse me while I'm up and down in, because I'm reading. Unfortunately, we are all living in an era of chemicals. Several thousand toxic chemicals surround us daily, and studies continue to reveal these compounds potentially have toxic effects on our body. Guys, how many chemicals off the top of your head can you say that it's just like, and so many of them people don't know about?
Yeah,
I got to a point where I used to go shopping and I used to walk out with nothing.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I got that obsessed because it's in everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is.
Everything.
And that's one of the reasons why I just had to start making hair and skincare,
Yeah.
because of the amount of chemicals.
That's in there.
Way too many.
Yeah.
Even down to getting your hair relaxed and then potentially having fibroids because of chemical.
Yeah. And do you know what? That's what a lot of people
Crazy.
don't realise, especially ladies. Let's just kind of focus on us ladies for a minute.
Yeah.
Hair dye. Like you're saying, relaxers, any kind of chemical process you have, guys, it's got endocrine
Disruptors.
Thank you. Disruptors in there. So it disrupts the way our bodies function. And like Jai's just said, fibroids, polycystic ovaries.
Yeah.
You know, there are so many of these diseases, estrogen-based diseases that are by us using beauty products.
And our
telling you.
products. And they're in all the
Yeah,
products as well.
they
It's
are.
not just like hair and skin. There are sanitary products as well.
Yeah.
That blew my mind
Yeah.
when I came across that.
I'll tell you what blew my mind when I saw I went to buy a hot chocolate once, and
Let's not mention where you got the hot
one
chocolate
of the
from.
I'm not going to say it, but one of the ingredients in the hot chocolate was ammonia.
Oh my goodness.
So
Wow.
there's a type of ammonia which is in some foods,
Which has been approved, right?
Yeah, not good. It's not good.
I should approved.
Just have to say it's not good,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, we have got somebody that wants to come onto camera.
Do you want to pass it to me? It's not gonna stop me.
Ah.
I'm just jumping off camera 1 second.
Let's
Because
get the little
Danielle
baby.
has been on maternity, technically still is on maternity leave. And this is one thing she's going to talk about in a bit. Wild births. What she's just been through, right?
100%.
But how?
Never want to see you crying.
No, we don't. But we do want to see your handsome little face.
Thank you, just in case.
Thank you.
Can you say hi to everybody?
This is his first live.
First
This
baby
is-
dive.
This is. Oh,
He is just cute.
bless him. He's very good though. Look, he's like straight to the camera.
It's all the
straight
lights
to the
up.
Alchemist Co.
Oh.
So yeah, back to toxins. Ammonia in hot chocolate.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't
It's
it?
everywhere.
And in a particular veggie sausage as well.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
See, if you want to know
Yeah.
where they are, you'll have to message us because we can't say it
Yeah.
live, just in case.
You don't want to be.
I won't say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. No.
But it's in the packaging, right?
Yeah.
And I
It
say to
does say,
when
yeah.
people come to me and they have their food intolerance test, I said, listen, the first time you go shopping, it's going to be a minefield. So you'll for the hour at least.
So true.
Because that's what happens.
Don't go in hungry, I will say that.
Yeah, because you end up snacking all the way around.
Yeah, because you just don't know what to do otherwise, and then you don't know what to eat because everything's got
something in it.
It has.
So one of these things in this, I usually say that I am in October's edition. Have to reference Carley, and I'm on page 46. One of the points that it kind of makes in here is that there are different cancer-causing toxins that we don't even realize. You know, plugins. If you're somebody that uses artificial plugins, stop that. Oh,
Are we trying to reconnect?
yeah, mine's already kind of gone down. So we're still over here.
We're still over here.
The benefits
I
of
love
going multiple
technology.
lives.
I'm telling you.
Technology.
It's a good job we've got a few rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Heavy metals, Danielle.
Oh,
One of
my
our
goodness.
favourites. Just like
I shared
toothpaste.
quite a few links the other day as well, because it's surprising actually the amount of evidence that's actually out there from places like, you know, the CDC that share it, and all the research studies that have actually been done by like the National Institute of Health. All the information is available from National Centre for Biotechnological Information. So it's not hidden.
It's not a
it's
secret.
there.
It's out
There's
there.
no
It's
So you've got to
secrets.
go and look for it.
It's for true.
But you've just got to want to find the information.
Yeah.
It's like you mentioned. Did you mention toothpaste?
I did. I just
You
said
mentioned toothpaste.
yeah, fluoride.
The fluoride. So
Neurotoxicity.
even those companies let you know that you can't swallow that.
Yeah.
But we don't really fathom the deepness. Of
Yeah.
how serious.
Yeah,
why
because
they're telling you
you're
cannot
thinking
swallow.
as you're
Toothpaste.
brushing your teeth,
You know.
you know, you're going to spit it out. But actually, even a small amount.
Yeah. And our gums,
Yeah.
all here, this is one of the most absorbent parts of our bodies as well. That's why when people take certain oils,
Go straight to.
go
Yeah,
straight to
yeah.
your bloodstream.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, if you're using that 2 times a day,
Yeah.
if you're brushing your teeth 2 times a day, with that kind of toothpaste, it's literally right up there. into your
Yeah,
brain.
100%.
Another source of kind of fluoride in the system is these lights,
Oh yeah,
fluorescence lights.
it's all in the name.
See, that's
And
something
that's
that
the
a lot of
thing.
people aren't aware of.
No.
Light bulbs.
Not
And they've
Absolutely.
changed them all as well. It's very
Yeah.
difficult to get the
Old school
light
light
bulbs.
bulbs.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, you know, saving energy.
Yes, everything's smart.
And pausing you at the same time. Another one, non-stick pans.
Yeah. And the newest one, the air fryers.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
read something about them the other day.
I don't have one. I've got
So-
lots of people that use them and
Yeah.
swear by them.
I haven't got one.
There is something you can put in there. Can't remember what it is that limits the amount of toxins that it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but I shouldn't even have mentioned it because I can't remember. What it is.
You can obviously the more expensive ones, I think, they're made with in a certain way where they're not giving off that, but nobody wants to.
So
buy
is it
the
kind of
most
like equivalent to a
expensive.
microwave? Don't get us started on microwaves.
It's not really like it's similar.
In terms of
But you put
toxicity,
it, yeah,
though.
toxicity,
Yeah.
yeah, you literally.
We'll have to look into that one because again, like Shai just said, we know nothing about
No.
that one. But yeah, there are heavy metals all over the place. Pesticides, food chains. Oh my God, the majority of what we eat and drink and consume now is laden with pesticides, herbicides.
It's just everything. You
Yeah.
visit to the dentist to make you oral hygiene better.
Yeah.
Everything.
Absolutely
Yeah.
everything.
And these things, this is the problem. When we get heavy metals in our bodies, it's stored in
Yeah.
our bodies. Our
Yeah.
bodies can't rid it out naturally.
Yeah,
it
that's
needs to be
right.
helped out. So over the
Definitely.
years,
We can talk about helping
we
out,
can,
can't we?
we can talk.
In a minute, we
all
can talk
day.
about helping out because we've got something for that over at the Alchemist. Plastics, BPAs that leach into stuff.
This is why they do the BPA free, but not everybody knows that you can buy
BPA free.
water bottles that are BPA free.
Yeah. A lot
Or
of
just
baby
glass.
bottles and things are BPA free now.
Yeah,
But one thing that I came across more recently is that there's other dangerous plastics that don't get mentioned as well.
they're always.
I shouldn't have said that because I
Can't
can't
remember.
remember. But there are.
It's
Yeah.
a busy woman's
Yeah.
mind. That's what it is.
And microplastics as well. You know, the kind of things that are found in facial scrubs.
Yeah.
They're being found in lung tissue now.
That won't surprise me.
Yeah.
How shocking. So we're just
It just-
breathing it, it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
And eating it. I've seen a little tiny piece of
Yeah.
microplastic in food before.
Rice.
So,
Oh, I've seen some very controversial videos about rice.
Yeah.
I won't go into that right
Let's
now.
not go into that.
No.
Let's not. Electromagnetic pollution. So the fact that we're sat in front of all these screens right
Yeah.
now with
We're
all these
getting
LED lights. But you see, we do cleanse.
Mm.
You know, we do ground ourselves. So as much as we are a part of this world, because let's face it, we're surrounded by
Yeah.
technology. Blue light, and it's everywhere. But it's really important that you do things to ground. So having an orgonite. If you want to know what an orgonite is, pop your question down below. You know, a grid space, walking with no shoes on, you know, those kind of things. It's really important to kind of rid your body of all these electromagnetic fogs. But it said chemicals can trigger cancer massively in a variety of ways, including disrupting hormones, damaging DNA, inflaming tissues, and turning genes on or off. Epigenetics is a big one for me.
Yeah,
Huge.
it is massive.
It's not determined. You can turn them off. You can put them on. So many ways. So there you go. Chemicals. What do we do to help people with themselves of chemicals? What we got in the bag?
Well, we've got all sorts. Our entire apothecary in there is about aiding the facilitation back to the body being able to help itself.
Yeah.
And our body knows exactly what to do. But when we're just laden with this stuff every day, it just starts to become overwhelmed. Yeah, completely overwhelmed. So doing different cleanses that we've got is going to facilitate this process. So I won't go too deep into the filtration process of your body, but pointing out the liver and the kidneys, these major filtration organs are going to accommodate removing a lot of toxic waste, microbes, damaged DNA, all of this stuff out of our bodies. Now, obviously, like we just said, we become laden with all this stuff and we become compromised. So facilitating these filtration organs through the use of some of our herbs. So we have got a liver detox, the party prep, that contains 2 great herbs for the liver and kidneys. And also just to kind of get that detox process flowing. But then we've also got things like heavy metal detoxers. We spoke about heavy metals just then, that have proved in multiple studies by some quite reputable organizations to bind actually to these heavy metals to pull them out of our bodies. Don't jump on a heavy metal detox without consulting with us first.
Please don't.
It can cause problems if you have excess metals in your body, such as things like are they amygdala? I always say it wrong. Amygdala fillings, for example. If you've got fillings, amalgam. I don't know where I got that from. Amygdala is part of the brain, isn't it? At least I'm thinking along the lines of health. But silver fillings, if you've got those in your mouth, you do not want to do a heavy metal detox. You want to get them removed first, because all it's going to do is leach and pull all those heavy metals into your bloodstream and can make you quite poorly. I've known people that have done it against my recommendations, and they have found all of the lymph nodes in the neck have swollen, and they've become really, really poorly with jaw ache and just lethargy, just heavy metal toxic poisoning, basically.
You've got to do it the right way.
You've got to do it the
and
right
even
way.
if it's not heavy metals, any cleansing, you have to prepare the body. You've got to clean the cleaners, right? Because if you're trying to expel some of these nastiness and toxins and your liver's not working right and your colon's not working right, then you're going to end up backed up, people.
And that's what tends to happen with people. That's why a lot of people, it's called a healing crisis. When people start taking herbs, you sound like you have a memory of
I know what you're going to say. I was waiting. For it to come. I was waiting.
It's not nice.
And you should
healing crisis.
bring it up.
Somebody has experienced this already.
What did I call it again? I forgot.
Frenemy. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, people. The frenemy turned the enemy. With an enema.
That was a really good.
Maybe we talk about enemas in a bit.
That one needs to be another.
That was funny.
Donna, she said this is why she can't detox metals because of her fillings. I've actually got one left, which is why I haven't done my heavy metal detox. I've been doing it cautiously by taking lower doses, but I haven't been able to have it removed, this one yet, because I was pregnant with him. But now he's out.
Yeah.
I can have that one taken
Yeah.
out and
I've
actually
still
go
got
hard
I've
on it.
spent
But you do have to be
thousands
careful.
I remember when you got yours
taking
out.
mine out.
So have I. That's why I've done
realise-
it bit by bit.
I've just got
Yeah.
one.
It was only when I was at college and one of the students said to me, "Oh my God, you've got a lot of fillings." And I was like, I know. It's on fairgrounds, like sugar and crap.
Lots of sugar and rubbish.
And she was, well, you do know like that it's a massive neurotoxin. It's connected to, have a look into your MS. Obviously, it was a few years ago when I still had that thing. And when I looked into it, and I was like, whoa. But I had to fight to get my amalgam fillings taken out. Even though you pay for it.
They're not
wanting
willing.
to. Yeah, they're
because
not really wanting to do it. Are
The
they?
research isn't
No.
conclusive,
Yeah.
and you know, taking out is still going to actually put some into your.
Yeah.
Do you know
do
what?
that
Just
as
take
well.
them out because I'm paying to take them out.
Yeah.
So it did
money.
take a while. Yeah, it wasn't cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap at all.
It wasn't cheap. And by the time
And
I
then
got them
forget-
out, the damage that they'd actually done to my teeth, what were left of them, it just revealed just how bad things
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, I find that filling doesn't always help. It tends to make cavities worse in a lot of cases.
Should have just taken.
And that's
the
because
tooth
they
out most
take
of
a
the time.
massive hole,
Yeah.
Dig it out
Drill it out.
completely. Yeah.
and more so than they need to often, just to fill it with, like you say, the silverness.
Yeah,
Mm.
but it's not good.
It's
So when
not.
we do want to do those detoxes, we do have to make sure, one, that we haven't got those fillings.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I had a sneeze coming then. But that we prepare our bodies as well, because like I said, like Carley just mentioned, if we start to pull all of these things out, and it's not just heavy metals as well. If you've ever had steroids,
Yeah.
pharmaceutical medication, these things store deep in your fat cells. So when you start to detox and it pulls all of that out into your bloodstream, if your blood is already overcompromised because you've not done one of our cleansers,
Where can they get those cleansers?
they can get
Danielle?
these cleansers at www.thealchemistco.com. But yeah, you want to clean your blood. You want to replenish your liver and your kidneys. You want to make sure your lymphatic system's flowing correctly, which is our drainage system for our body. If all of this is stagnant and already full with a lot of waste and a lot of toxins, you don't want to be pulling more into that system, because a lot of people haven't actually realised, and I'll plug about doing fasting here as well. So when I did a fast, juice fast particularly, and read my body of all sorts of rubbish, it was the most energized I'd actually ever felt.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't actually
Feel like
realise.
Superwoman. I
Yeah,
feel like
like you get so
Superwoman when I
used
do
to
that.
feeling sluggish
Yeah,
every
yeah.
day, you think it's the norm. It's really not the
No,
normal.
not at all.
Until you actually detox.
You become
and start
electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely electric.
You're on
100%.
fire.
Yeah.
You've got so much energy. And I was like getting up at 5, getting everything done by 7 o'clock, and then just kind of twiddling my thumbs for the day. Thinking,
What now?
What now? What
Yeah.
should I do?
Sure.
When
And
I
it
did
literally
my
shows
first
all the
one,
time.
I started working out with a PT, and my PT actually asked me if I was on steroids, because by day 3 I was out repping. And that's what it is.
I fully get it, because I do this thing once a year, the broke down detox challenge.
Please tell our audiences
And-
what the broke down.
The
Detox.
broke down detox challenge was birthed out of my salon with myself and my customers. We always talk about health and wellness and all of that, everything. It's always the main topic in there. And we were like, let's try and find a way to break down toxins but bit by bit. You know, for the people who can't just drop everything and go now.
It's very daunting for a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
The
it.
thought of giving up stuff altogether.
100%. So it's like a 6-week thing. Anyone can join us at any time.
When do you start it?
October. Not till October, darling. It's a while.
Just before.
So you can prepare
Got
yourself
plenty of time
mentally.
to
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. I do think you have. It's a mental preparation.
It is,
Because any time you've got the fasting and trying to heal the body, because a lot of it, when it gets tough, you need that strength and that grounding to be able to be like, this is normal.
Yeah, it's okay.
Definitely.
The more crap you've got in there,
The more's got to come out.
the more
Oh
that's
my
got to come out.
goodness.
You know, we didn't create
Definitely.
this damage overnight.
Not at all. By the time we reached the end of that, I'm at the gym, just like you.
Yeah.
I was Superwoman.
Yeah.
So you
Strength
do
and
taking
power.
one thing out a week though, don't you? So one
Yes,
week it'll
we do.
be
Yeah, so
Meat.
the first week it's meat.
Mm.
Then we add on wheat. So then you're the second week. So
Yeah.
then you're wheat and meat free.
Yeah.
And then we add on not sugar,
Dairy.
it's dairy. So then it's meat,
Meat
dairy. And then we
I bet
add on
that's good.
sugar. By the time you're taking out sugar, you feel like
Yeah.
a crackhead. Sorry.
Give him a fix.
No,
You
seriously.
need that
Do you know the
sugar
hardest thing
fix.
for me?
It's horrible.
No, it is.
It's
The sugar's the
horrible.
worst
It's the
one.
sugar.
When I first quit meat, I got the shakes
Did
for a
you?
month. Yeah,
Oh
I was
my
literally
gosh.
trembling, but the sugar was hard.
Yeah.
Well, I was finding
hard.
all kind of replacements to
Yeah,
try.
yeah. And
I was eating
there's
lemons.
like no
like,
fruits to that
Yeah.
you can eat, is there? There's
no,
nothing.
there's nothing. Like
There's nothing.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
takes
straight.
a lot of
And
willpower.
then the very
to put
last
sugar.
week, yeah, and then the last week is fully raw, like just all raw vegetables. and
Alkaline.
alkaline
goodness.
up. So that's when I felt like Superwoman.
Mm.
I still am Superwoman.
Yeah,
At that
of course.
point.
Even
you
more
know,
so.
Yeah.
Even more so.
Yeah.
So I had an interesting conversation with Dina, who's going to be at the event in
Yes.
March. And she was talking about raw and
Mm.
having raw, any kind of raw diet in this country, because we live in a very damp, a very cold.
It's not actually the right places. It's not the right
No.
environment.
Yeah.
So just as you were saying that, although I think aspects of raw are good,
Mm.
but I've got a lot of clients, well, not a lot of clients, I've got a lot of people on my feed that kind of advocate I'm a raw vegan. It's not necessarily the best thing in this country.
No, not
Yeah.
really.
You can tell what your body wants as well.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to do like a juice fast in the middle of winter?
And you're freezing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It can't.
You're
it
freezing.
can't work.
down
I've
to
tried
the
it with
bone.
smoothies in winter.
Yeah.
It's hard, not the one.
So I do smoothies and soups. If you're going to do it, add something warm in, because otherwise you will
soups
feel
would be
it.
the best bet for winter. 100%.
Somebody
Oh,
says, do you know
after-
what? I'm not happy in front of all these rights.
know.
I've got a comment
Out
up
of the
here.
camera,
Let me read this
touch it,
comment.
and then step back in.
I've had my fillings all fall out within a couple of days last year. Was mad, but now I suffer from bad toothache and migraines. Beep, going to the dentist. What an alternative solution.
I've got one here as well.
There are alternative dentists that will use white fillings and alternatives to amalgam. So dental health is very connected to heart health, and it's really important that you do maintain very good dental health and dental hygiene. So I wouldn't say never go to a dentist. It's important that you do. However, interview your dentists. Interview them. And if they're not on your wavelength, try another one. There are about 3 in Nottingham, I think, like alternative dentists that are right up our naturopath street, but not all of them.
See?
So hopefully that answered that for you.
We
And
have
don't
comments by Sammy Young. How often should you do the root cleanse?
All the time. I have to say, I'm going to answer this for Danielle.
I'm about to step in as well.
I started the root cleanse when we first launched it back in, was it March or April last year? Maybe April last year.
Yeah, think it
And I
was.
haven't stopped. So although I don't do 2 tablets twice a day anymore, because I'm also doing the uterine cleanse and the nutrient support all together.
I've got the
That's why I look like
one
this.
as well.
Yeah, that's why I look like this. I've never stopped because I had such a good experience and such good results on the route. For me, it's a non-stop.
Mm.
But thank you, Sammy, for that. Whereabouts was that question, LD?
I can see it on my Alchemist.
Okay. Could you do me a favour and have a look at the Nature's Pharmacy page also on Facebook, just to
So we've
see
got
if
Natasha
that's on
there.
there. Hi, Natasha.
Hey, Natasha. She says she's looking forward to this discussion and she's listening from Belgium. Hey, this is my sister.
Ah, I love that.
Hey.
We love a bit of an international response.
We do.
Is there any more questions on there?
No, I was just going to add on to the root cleanse as well.
Yeah.
Carley's absolutely fine doing the root cleanse all the time because she takes that sort of stuff. But people have to remember that there's diuretic herbs in the root cleanse. And sometimes if people are eating absolute rubbish diet as well and not replenishing like their salts and things like that, it can flush out your
Flush too
potassium.
much.
So you can end up with low potassium, which
Okay.
it's not a huge deal unless it's super low. I don't know
Yeah.
anybody that it's affected drastically, to be honest, at all. But people just need to make sure that they are having other things. It's like when you have the horsetail tea, for example. because it's a diuretic and you're flushing out the kidneys are obviously responsible for providing some of these essential things that the body needs. And sometimes you can just flush too much but not add back in there what you need. So if we are doing a root cleanse and you're taking it long term, like Carley does, have juices, have smoothies, have soups, have things that are going to be good for replenishing what your body's flushing out, because as much as it flushes out a lot of the bad stuff, you will lose some of the good bits as well.
So that's why she's a master herbaler. That's why she's a herbaler. That's why she's a master herbalist.
I'm a herbaler.
Herbaler. Yeah, because otherwise I'd have just been like, yeah, take it. And she'd be like, yeah, there's a caveat to that, Carley. I knew that.
Carley's additions are fabulous alongside it, so that's why she's just full of energy sometimes, but all the time.
All the time. Full of beans. All the time. So it says, if somebody come to you with, you know, talking about the chemicals, how would you help somebody to go from kind of chemically laden hair to like natural hair? Because it's a scary thing for us ladies sometimes.
And usually when someone comes to me, they've already had the thought, so the seed has already been planted. So for them, they're already thinking, right, I need to transition. I don't want to be either wearing a wig with the chemical from the glue anymore. I don't want to be relaxing, perming, or just using harsh chemicals on the hair anymore. So when they come to me, they're ready to take the next step. They just don't usually know what to do, how to do it, and how long it's going to take. But everyone's individual, so it's not really a time frame. It's all to do with treatments for your hair and taking care of it and keeping it hydrated and moisturized and not let it get too dry and brittle, which is what most of us kind of do.
That's one of my main issues I had for losing my hair. I didn't look after it at all, but I'd very seriously damaged my hair through processing. I was somebody that would relax my hair, 5 minutes later put a dye on it.
I do that.
And have straight and blonde hair all in one sitting.
I've had colour on it.
Oh my goodness, what I used to do when I was a teeny bot.
Well, we were all a relaxer offender.
Yes, we are.
Point.
Yeah.
And we've been to relaxer prison.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's all broke off.
It is. Yeah.
Pepper grains at the back. And
the two different textures. You let it grow out for too long, and then you comb it rough because the roots tight and kinky. But you just want to rip it. You can't.
I actually had no hair left in my bubble.
Really?
It was honestly, I remember tying my hair in 2 pigtails one day, and each pigtail was like my thumb. How thin my hair had got. It was bad. Duck's tail is what it's called.
Is there anything? Obviously, people can come over to you. What's your website?
thehouseofshayaa.com.
Okay, so you can come over and have a look at all the fabulous products, although we are going to be showcasing them at the event in March.
We are.
But what's one thing that you could advise people to use as a kind of a DIY cleanse for their hair?
So I went through a little stage as well of not taking care of my hair, even though I'm the biggest advocate of taking care of hair.
We all fall off there, right?
Yeah, and you spend your time looking out for everybody else and not even sometimes realizing that your own hair is not looked after as much as it needs to be, because you just want to look after everybody else. Well, that is it. So I soon found out that I was one just leaving it to go a bit dry, a bit brittle, putting it up in tight styles, pulling it, not looking after it. Then hormones are up and down. That has an effect on your hair.
Huge effect.
I'm telling you, all of that. So I went into a little panic, and already I was
not like you.
Well, I did, because I thought, Lord God, to the tomb. It's patching now. I said, my hair is I can't deal with this. I just can't. I need to sort it out. So me and my daughter made the trilogy. So it's a 3-step process. So there's what we love the most is the magic water, and it's botanical waters that hydrates and gives your hair like a zhuzh. It gives it that lift. You know, when it looks a bit flat, and it just puts back that little bit of warmth and that hydration. Yeah, it drops that back in there. And there's orange blossom in there, so it just smells
love
beautiful.
orange blossom. That's one of my
I'm
favourites.
telling you.
Can I tell you something about orange though?
Yeah, go on.
So orange essential oils, you have to be careful because it increases appetite.
Ooh. What's wrong with a bit of appetite?
Right. So if you have an overactive appetite, just be careful with the orange.
That's me. That explains it all.
It's something that not a lot of people know. And just because
Yeah.
when I work with essential oils, you've got to be careful when the sun shines, for example.
Oh, for the citrus.
With the science toxicity.
Definitely.
You just got to be But I do love the smell of oranges.
Oh, it's so nice.
Very, very fresh.
So what's good about the magic water? You can spritz it all over your hair, protect it when you put a little bit of heat on. That's something I advocate for.
Okay.
But it does protect it a little bit. That's the thing people do. It's just life, isn't it?
I did recently, but then I didn't want to get, as long as I don't get in a habit of doing it. But I think I'm scared of doing it because previously my hair was chemically treated. So doing that on my hair when it was already weak and already bleached and goodness gracious.
It's just a matter of time.
It was just
before
I don't know how I had hair,
potentially
how
pop
I
off.
still had
Yeah.
hair pop off. Yeah.
See? Pop off.
When you were pregnant, you really liked the smell of citrus.
I did.
Yeah.
I was obsessed.
Was you?
Obsessed weren't even the word. In
I'm
fact,
not even
I used to
pregnant,
fill
I'm
up the
obsessed.
sink and buy citrusy things, lemon,
Oh yeah.
Just like smell it.
just and fill it up so the heat would honestly.
Do you know what? I was obsessed with
So
smelling when I was
nice.
pregnant.
What?
Tar.
Really, I've heard that.
Really?
Tar. Oh my god! If somebody was
What
laying
the
tar
I
on
like
the
the smell
ground,
of that.
I would
Anyway,
literally
I'm a
pull
bit
over the
weird.
car,
Yeah.
get out the car, and just stand there like that.
I like the smell of tar.
Me too.
Yeah.
One thing
And
that I
diesel.
did read, it can be associated with picker. So
What's that?
which identifies that you have a mineral or vitamin deficiency.
Yeah.
Oh, most likely.
Yeah.
Mine would be iron.
I think it is.
It-
Most
it
of
is,
it is
isn't it?
associated to iron.
I
So
thought
when you
so.
get these weird cravings that are
Yeah.
not food and not edible,
Yeah.
it's usually because of a vitamin deficiency.
So diesel, tar.
That is a
That's-
perfect lead into one of the things we're going to be delivering on the 26th of March at Wellness Works.
Mhm.
So we're all going to be
Gotta be
delivering
there.
different workshops
Yes.
because clearly we've all got different bits to add to this wellness working.
We have.
And part of what I will be delivering, I'm talking about my book, I Am Not My Diagnosis, now available on Amazon.
Oh, you need to read this book if you haven't.
Available on Amazon. If you have read it, thank you. Now please go over there and review me.
Don't forget. Reviews.
So needy,
Just
all the
jump over to
time.
Amazon.
So needy. But I'm going to be doing a vitamin and mineral analysis. Now, if you've been to one of my workshops before, which both of you have,
Oh,
We
yes.
have.
and you have
That
both
was
done.
eye-opening, that.
Yes, it was really
Bring
good.
your pen and paper.
Yeah. Oh, you don't need to because we'll have those.
Oh no, we will.
Oh,
Things, won't we?
It's okay.
I took so many notes that day.
You will be taking lots of
Oh
notes
my
on that day.
goodness.
Lots of notes because
Really good.
just like this conversation, right? We spurt pearls of wisdom, and you need to like write them down really quick. But yeah, I'll be doing a vitamin and mineral analysis. So I ask you a bunch of questions, you rate them, you answer them, and you give yourself a score. And then based on that score, you'll know what you're deficient in and what you're not.
So simple.
Really
It was so simple. When I looked
Yeah,
at some of the symptoms that I had, and I had like tick, 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 tick in every single one of those that I answered, I thought, oh my gosh, yeah. How obvious is it that I'm deficient in that particular vitamin?
Yeah.
And it's just so easy to fix
It
as well.
really
When you
is.
know, you can fix it. So easy.
Exactly. But that's where you come in,
It is
because
where I come in.
the second half of that workshop is going to be
Talking about the herbs that you can take to actually boost these deficiencies up and correct them.
So we're going to look at vitamins and minerals. I think there's about 27 altogether we're going to look at. But we're going to look at why you need them, what they do, where you can get them, and what happens without them. So they're the four major things you'll be doing. It's a workshop, guys. You're going to be working. Okay.
100%.
We're not lecturing. We're here to work. So what
Definitely.
workshop are you doing, sis?
So we were just talking about chemicals, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were. And with every chemical, there's a what? An alternative.
Hey, I was going to say sound effect.
I should have let you answer. I should have let you answer that one.
I was going to say I wasn't going to go to alternative. I was going to say
Okay. So we're going to go through.
But it's important to do that. 'Cause there
Yes.
is for every single one.
There's always a solution. There's
I'm
always
always
a way.
like, why did they put that in there when they can use this?
Yeah,
That's
100%.
always my question.
So we're going to go through some of the products out there, not mentioning no names.
until the day.
Mentioning
If you're in the room,
Yeah.
we can mention names.
That's it. We'll go through the alternative,
Yeah.
the natural alternative to use. So I think that will
Nice.
help.
And
Loads
is
for people.
this something that is kind of gender neutral? Can anybody?
Anybody.
It doesn't matter what texture hair, because as you can see, we're
No,
all women
no.
of colour sat here today. But it
Anybody.
doesn't matter ethnicity, gender, anything like that, age. You know,
Yeah.
it's for everybody.
I found that with natural products, they are very versatile.
More to use.
Yeah.
Is one of the best things as well. So you can use it hair, skin, everywhere.
You see, and that's why I've got a jar of coconut oil.
I was about
In my
to say the
kitchen,
same.
Oh
and
my
in
gosh.
the
Coconut
bathroom.
oil,
Yeah.
it really is more to use.
It is.
Isn't it?
It's one of
use
the
it
hair,
for skin,
teeth,
skin,
Yeah.
nails, skin,
Everything.
oil pulling.
oil
the best,
pulling.
Yeah.
Honestly.
20 minutes of that, you've got a cut chisel jar.
Yeah.
My jaw locked the other day when I did it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But you can use it as a carrier for essential oils as well. That's what I use. That's what I do sometimes.
Definitely.
It's so multi-purpose, honestly.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Great stuff.
So other things we will have on the day, watch out for the posts that are coming, because we're going to be basically spotlighting, showcasing our exhibitors, and we've got exhibitors, haven't we?
We have. I'm so excited for them.
Yeah.
So don't
Yes.
let it go yet. Shh. I already let one
Oh,
slip.
okay.
I let Dina slip, but I'm not letting any more
Oh,
slip.
okay.
We're gonna bit by bit. We're gonna drip feed you.
It's like limb by limb, we are gonna cut them down. It's not really. It's not, we're not doing that. We are not. Oh my god.
You're gonna need an after party.
We're gonna need an after party.
100%.
Amen. Oh my god. This is what. Could you imagine what the day is gonna be like?
I can't wait.
Seriously.
I'm so excited for today.
But you don't have to wait that long, because we are going to be live every Wednesday between now and the event. And you never know, this might turn into a regular thing.
I think so.
It might turn into a regular thing.
Mhm.
Two other things that I'm going to touch on slightly for the day. We have our Sueño events, the local Nottingham premier Latin dance company, which I'm also a director of. They are going to be coming, my fabulous cousin, Mr. Daniel Blair, and doing a dance class. Because again, waste to wellness for me, it's more than just going to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's more
100%.
than just having a salad.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's doing things that you love to do.
Yeah.
Okay. And for me, dance is a massive one, because it allows me to get into that void.
Yeah.
You know, I was only having a conversation about meditation with somebody today, and it was like, oh yeah, I just can't do the whole like that's
Yeah.
not meditation.
It's not, is it?
It's not. Anything you do that takes you out of here,
Yeah.
now, time, space, reality,
It's
that's
not
meditation.
Mm.
So, you know, it might be cooking.
And washing up.
It might be washing up.
Washing
It might be
up.
ironing.
Yeah,
Although I
it
don't
is.
get the ironing one. I'll be honest, I don't. But my mum used to love ironing.
For me, not for me. My mum loves ironing.
Yeah, I think that's a generational thing.
I think so.
Yeah.
When the iron, even the tea towels.
Yeah.
Do you know, I used to be bad for it. Didn't you iron my underwear? When I was
Oh,
younger,
yeah.
I used to, until the kids came, and you just haven't got the time.
Yeah, that was a learned
No.
behaviour. That's what I'm saying. That was a learned behaviour.
That's
That was a learned
different,
behaviour.
isn't it?
Yeah, but my
that's good.
meditation is dance. So that's why I'm introducing it. And don't worry, if you've never done it before, that's the whole point. It's from scratch. It's start with the basics. Daniel's very good at complete beginners. You've been to one of our events, haven't you?
I have been to one of the events, and you know what? I really did. Excuse me, I had a really good time.
Yeah,
It
it's all
was
about having fun.
fantastic. Yeah,
That's what it's about.
definitely. And if you love to wine, it's perfect.
I'm
if you've got a little bit of hip movement. Although if you haven't, don't worry, it's okay. You can do it without hips. A little bit. You can. So, Daniel, what would you say apart from making capsules? What's your meditation? What's your void?
Oh, someone asked me this the other day, and I didn't know. I think being out in nature is a big one for me.
That's a big one as well for me.
I'm currently like trying to sort the garden out because the weather just took it over the winter.
Yeah.
So I'm currently sorting that out because I love to have a space outside that I can sit, that I can eat. We, myself and Aldine, enjoy doing our yoga and meditation outside.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Cool.
First thing in the morning, because all you've got is nature sounds.
Yeah.
You know, when you're up before the
Tweeting.
world and you can just hear just that ambience. It's like you don't need a playlist when you wake up at that time.
Definitely.
You can just
Bird
sit and
song
listen
all the
to
time.
wind.
Bird song all the time.
Listen to the wind.
What about you, sis? What's your
Do you know
meditation?
what? It really is music. I know you just said you don't need a playlist, but
Yeah.
I do like me some culture mix, some reggae.
You don't say. Some
It-
bashment. You don't know.
Listen, I know. So music,
Yeah.
and when I'm doing locks, especially the ones who's got micro locks,
Yeah.
I call it a mind coma. I can go into a bit of a mind coma and just crack on, and I don't hear anything. I don't hear what anyone's saying. In the zone, I've got music playing. I'm in the zone. But if the dude talk to me, it might be a problem because I can chat when I'm ready. You know what I mean? But yeah,
We would never have known.
I can definitely zone out, especially with music.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnson said,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk herb.
Let's talk herb. What kind of herb?
I have an idea.
Sensitive.
There is a leaf next to it though.
Sensitive.
Okay, so if you
Yes.
grab yourself a ticket for the 26th of March, we would be happy to talk some herbs with you because we also have
experience.
a fabulous speaker, an amazing young man who is just, he's going to blow your mind with his speaking capabilities. But his story is, people go to me, oh, Carley, you've got an amazing story. No, this young man has got the amazing story as far as I'm concerned. And he's so eloquent in his delivery of that story. And at that point, we can talk about some herbs. Please do join us on the 26th.
100%. I've got to be there. Seriously, it's going to be great.
So another workshop that we have that I will kind of touch on a little bit is some meditation. We're going to close our day with some meditation. So the idea is we're going to split off our group into two smaller groups, and we're going to kind of do a roulette thing where one half of the group will go and do a class, where the other half of the group will do the workshops, the talks, get to meet the exhibitors, do the spotlight, and then we'll break. Everybody will have some lunch. You'll go off and have your lunch. It's one of the reasons we've been able to keep the price so low, because we're not including lunch. And when we come back, we'll have a Q&A and we'll have a panel where people can just ask us questions, and we'll probably sit and have a giggle like we have done tonight, and then go off and then start the second half of the day, where again half of the group will go and through and do the meditation while the other half are doing more workshops, and then we'll swap over again. And then the last hour will be just about shopping and testing and trialing, and you know, we've got some amazing tactile things that are going to be there on the day, and just a chance to actually meet us, talk to us, and pick our brains.
Uncensored.
Uncensored.
Uncensored. That's why these events are just great, because nobody can silence you.
And we can talk about whatever we want to.
No, we can.
The truth will
We
be
can.
revealed.
Always. Okay, guys, we do have more to tell you, but you know what? We're going to save that. We're going to say we've got a massive giveaway. Huge giveaway. We're going to do something that is just going to be like, why did you do that? But we are. But we're not going to tell you about it now. We'll tell you about it later. What do you think? Let's hold a little bit back, ladies.
Yeah, we've got so much to. This is our
We're
our
back next
founding
week.
live. We're back next week.
We're back next
Lots
week,
of-
same time. Make sure you're here.
Yeah. And we do have one of our special guests with us next week. So we'll have one of our presenters, workshop host, exhibitors And we're going to be introducing somebody new on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
If you have anything that you would like to ask us, if you've got a topic that you'd like us to talk about, please pop it in the comments, because we will endeavour to go through it for you.
We will.
Definitely.
Thank you for joining us
Thank
this
you
evening.
for joining us. That's our
Thank you.
first live. That's my first one in about 6 years, guys.
Really?
Come on now. On Facebook, especially.
Oh yeah, Facebook.
Yeah.
You don't do Facebook,
My
do
goodness,
you?
I don't do Facebook. I usually rebuke it, but you know, I use it sometimes.
We're fetching it forward now. We're fetching it
Got to do
forward.
it.
Yeah, that is it, definitely. So yeah, you'll see me back here with these guys next week Wednesday.
Next week Wednesday, 7:30.
7:30. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Take
guys.
care.
See you
Bye.
later. Bye.
Now, let's see, how do I do this?
We were recording on
And then
that
that
one.
one.
I don't know where that's going to be stored to rotted.
Someone